From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth.
Good Monday morning. Hope everyone had a fantastic weekend. Today it is going to be toasty. Tomorrow as well, highs around 100 for lower elevations. Wind's going to pick up a little bit cooler for Wednesday, but that means that fire concern is going to go up, and much cooler with showers and thunderstorms possible for the end of this week. But for Wednesday, with that fire concern, going with the First Alert Weather Day, as it'll be gusty over critically dry vegetation. We'll have more to say about that later in the show. All right, back to this morning. 60s and 70s for lower elevations, 50s and 60s for the Cascades, 60s in the Blues. Quite mild/warm out there. By lunchtime, we're already going to be up around 90 for a good chunk of our viewing area, and then up into the triple digits for the hottest part of the day. So again, for today, around 100 for lower elevations. Technically not a First Alert Weather Day, but yeah, you get the gist. It's going to be hot. I'll talk about all the moving parts to our forecast, especially the fire concern for Wednesday, and that's going to be coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
Straight ahead on Good Morning Northwest, 2 people are dead, including a homicide suspect after a shooting in Yakima. We hear from officers on how it all unfolded. Plus, a crash on SR 397 leaves 2 people hurt and 1 driver on the run. And the latest on the search coming up. And also ahead, a heartbreaking loss for state law enforcement. A respected sheriff sergeant killed while helping drivers on I-90. The life and legacy of Kenneth Salas. It's all coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest, on your side.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal. It is Monday, August 11th. We want to get right into your top stories this morning, and we're starting with a crime alert. This one's out of Yakima, and it left 2 people dead, including a homicide suspect, with several others injured. Police say this all started on Saturday when officers responded to an assault with a weapon. They found a 33-year-old woman with apparent gunshot wounds, but despite some life-saving efforts, she did die from her injuries. A 13-year-old was also hurt, but the teen's injuries were not life-threatening.
The female had encountered her current or former intimate partner, who was armed with a firearm, had presented the firearm and shot into the vehicle, striking the victim, who then crashed their car, also striking the 13-year-old that was in the vehicle.
Now, later that evening, officers located the suspect's car, and after a short pursuit, police stopped it near East Walnut Avenue and 3rd Street. And that's when the passenger opened fire on officers. Police shot back, killing a 36-year-old man who they say was responsible for the earlier homicide. The driver of the suspect's car was taken into custody with non-life-threatening injuries. And during the shootout, 1 Yakima police officer was hit. They were treated at the hospital for non-life-threatening injuries and later released, and the Yakima Valley Special Investigations Unit is now handling the case, and all officers involved have been placed on administrative leave, and that's until the investigation is complete. Now, this is a story that will continue to follow, so stay with us both on air and online as we get more updates. Now, continuing with crime alerts, this one in Kennewick, where an early morning break-in at Zintel Canyon Golf Course lands 1 person behind bars. Kennewick police say surveillance cameras caught Derek Morgan around 1:45 in the morning, cutting the lock to a storage unit. They say he took $60 in cash and a Bluetooth speaker. Now, a few hours later, an employee spotted Morgan at a nearby store and called police. Officers found him soon after with the stolen items and burglary tools still on him. Now, Morgan is booked into the Benton County Jail on burglary charges. And in Benton County, 2 people are recovering after a serious crash shut down State Route 397. This all happened yesterday afternoon. So around 7:30, Benton County Fire District 1 crews, as well as EMS and Washington State Patrol, they all responded to a 3-car crash on SR 397. And when crews arrived, they found 1 car rolled onto its side, blocking all the lanes. An adult and a young person inside were taken to the hospital, but with non-life-threatening injuries. Investigators say the driver of a Jeep involved in the crash ran away before law enforcement had got there. Now, a pickup truck was also damaged, but no one inside was hurt. Deputies and troopers are still searching for the Jeep's driver, and if you know anything about this, call the Benton County Sheriff's Office. Now, following up on a story that we first brought to you last week, the Yakima County Sheriff's Office has now identified the man who was killed in a shooting near Sunnyside. Deputies say 55-year-old Nao Mota Aroleno was found dead in an orchard near Maple Grove and Chaffee Roads. An autopsy confirmed he died from gunshot wounds, and the suspect, who you see on your screen right now, 29-year-old Miguel Angel Granados Vargas, is wanted for second-degree murder. Authorities say he may be armed, and they're urging anybody who sees him to call 911 immediately. And it is official, the Tri-Cities has welcomed a second Costco, and this one is in Richland. Apple Valley News Now's Monique Garcia was at the grand opening and says this new store isn't just about convenience, it's about making the community a safer place.
Crowds gathered in Richland, buzzing with excitement for the city's newest addition.
It's the event of the year, guys. Everyone is here. It's amazing.
Community members say having a brand new Costco in their own backyard is a game changer.
Oh, we're so close. Yeah, we're so close. We're thinking about pulling a wagon up here rather than driving. We're like a half a mile away.
Yeah, we've been coming to Costco, since the 80s. So this is wonderful.
It's closer and we don't have to drive as far.
For some, the excitement started early.
Excited.
It's awesome. We're literally Costco guys. It's amazing. We came here at 7:30 and we were the first people here, guys. There was no line. Yes.
There was obviously a big line. They were very excited to come.
But it's not just about location. Shoppers are thrilled for what's inside.
Oh, a lot bigger. More roomy in the aisles so you can pass each other. It's just...
Yeah, and the Kennewick one is so crowded now that people are even not shopping because it's so crowded.
Yeah.
This is going to help a lot.
And of course, there's the food.
We get to try the double chunk chocolate cookie. We get to try the double chunk chocolate cookie.
This is the famous double chocolate chunk cookie. You can get it for about $2.50 and it's 750 calories.
The excitement isn't limited to shoppers. Richland's Mayor Teresa Richardson says this is a milestone for the city.
This is epic. Costco has opened worldwide 907 stores, and we are one of them now in Richland, Washington. So it's put us on the map. What it means financially for the budget is again epic. It'll really be helpful for us, and every dollar that comes in on this store and the sales receipts, we're putting it towards safety, public safety, and updating our 911 dispatch system.
The new Costco also means new jobs for the community.
Also employment opportunities. Wonderful that Costco promotes from within, and so with our membership, it just goes a long way.
With more shoppers comes more traffic, and the city is ready. Richardson says to support the new traffic flow that will come with the new business, the city of Richland is planning to add a couple roundabouts that will go in off of the Queensgate area. Reporting in Richland, Monique Garcia, Apple Valley News Now.
Thank you, Monique. And the new Costco is located at 3125 Queensgate Drive, and it's right by the grocery outlet. Now, it's a somber day for Spokane County. The Sheriff's Office is mourning the loss of one of its own, that's Sergeant Kenneth Salas, who was killed in the line of duty over the weekend. Investigators say this happened Saturday morning on eastbound I-90 near the Four Lakes exit. Sergeant Salas was helping with the large traffic hazard when he was struck by a motorist. Sergeant Salas dedicated more than 34 years to law enforcement, starting as a corrections officer, then serving in multiple assignments with the Spokane County Sheriff's Office. That includes school resource deputy, traffic unit, and also on the emergency operations team. He also served over 20 years in the U.S. Air Force and Washington State Air National Guard. He retired as a technical sergeant, and the Washington State Patrol is handling the investigation. Salas was 59 years old. All right, keep it here because coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, President Trump promising to essentially stop violent crime in the nation's capital. And we have the sweeping steps he says he'll make happen. But first, our Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth will have your first alert weather forecast. Keep it here. Good Morning Northwest. We'll be right back.
Overturf Kia has officially relocated to Pasco, offering faster service and a brand new state-of-the-art facility designed for maximum customer service satisfaction. Experience? Drive-in climate-controlled service entrance for comfort and convenience. Expanded service capability with top-of-the-line bays to serve you better and faster. Comprehensive parts department. Relaxing customer lounge and refreshments. Great selection of high-quality and warranty-backed certified pre-owned Kias. Larger new car inventory with over 100 vehicles in stock, including hard-to-find hybrids and EVs, all ready to drive home. Grand opening specials include a new 2025 Kia K4 LXS with all the popular options, just $23,015. Shop online anytime. Overturf Kia, south of the Road 100 roundabout on St. Thomas Drive in Pasco.
Here in Grandview, we're happy to say that we found a home here for our pizza oven, and here we are making pizza for everybody. This restaurant really concentrates on pizza, some nice submarine-style sandwiches, and a full salad bar. And the high quality of the products that we use is, we're thinking it's going to set us apart. This is going to be a great place to bring the family, and here we are making pizza for everybody. Come on down to Grace Pizza. We look forward to seeing you here.
Do you keep up with the trends or set your own?
Is the color dense enough?
Add more pigment. Launch on social.
We've got to take this global.
All right, so where do we go from here?
You've got to test it, perfect it, expand it. Never rest until it's right.
Introducing the business card that gives back all you put in. The new Chase Sapphire Reserve for Business.
Vance Heating and Air has been keeping Yakima homes cool since 1986. If your air conditioner needs service this summer, we'll take $86 off the cost of any AC repair. Don't leave it to chance. Call Vance.
He's with Rihanna and now starring in a Denzel movie. So what's next for A$AP Rocky? This morning, he's coming to GMA with Jeffrey Wright. But wait, Denzel's also coming to GMA this week.
Oh, that's it!
Plus, Julianne and Derek Huff on
Good Morning America.
Rowing on North Idaho rivers. Apple Valley News Now, Tuesday at 6. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Today is going to be a beautiful day out there, but the caveat is that, of course, it's going to be very hot. We're going to be about 10 degrees hotter than normal for this time of the year, so around 100, within a few degrees of 100 to either side for all of our lower elevation spots, even 80s and 90s up in the mountains. In terms of the wind gusts, fairly light for the most part, so not too concerned about fire starts today. That potential definitely isn't going to be zero, but not as concerned as we are, especially in comparison to Wednesday. And then for tonight, we'll have clear skies out there. Overnight lows are going to be mild/warm with 60s and 70s for lower elevations, 60s in the Cascades, 50s and 60s in the Blues. And then for tomorrow, the heat's going to return. If we're really splitting hairs here, tomorrow could be a little bit hotter, as Hanford could be a bit closer to 105 as opposed to 100. But still, I think the main message stays the same. For lower elevations within a few degrees to either side of 100 degrees. And thankfully, the wind gusts still at least going to be light in the Tri-Cities. They could pick up a little bit more. Obviously, it's Wednesday, in which we're very concerned about fire starts. Here's Futurecast satellite and radar. This spinning blue H, this is an area of high pressure. This keeps us hot and dry for today and for tomorrow. But you'll notice this storm system that is to our north. We're going to start to see some impacts from that as we head into Wednesday. And the main impact will be cooler high temperatures, wind gusts picking up, and that's going to be one of the main drivers behind our increased fire risk for Wednesday. So I'll take a deeper dive into some of those metrics coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Josh. All right, taking a look at news from Capitol Hill, the U.S. military is preparing for part of Washington, D.C.'s National Guard to be deployed to the nation's capital. This comes after President Trump vowed to crack down on crime in the city. ABC's Nicole D'Antonio has more details.
This morning, President Trump is set to unveil his plan to crack down on crime in the nation's capital. The president posting he will essentially stop violent crime in Washington, saying, quote, "Before the tint, squalor, filth, and crime, it was the most beautiful capital in the world. It will soon be that again." Trump posting, "The homeless have to move out immediately. We will give you places to stay, but far from the Capitol." Trump has suggested in the past that the federal government should take over the city and threatened to have the feds step in after a former worker for Elon Musk's Doge Group was assaulted during an attempted carjacking last week.
We have a Capitol that's very unsafe. We're going to do something about it.
Over the weekend, more than 100 federal agents were deployed across D.C. in a massive anti-carjacking operation. Trump also suggesting trying young teenagers as young as 14 as adults. City police are now enforcing an 8 p.m. juvenile curfew in parts of the city after a teenager opened fire at a park in the Navy Yard district. Despite recent high-profile events, officials in D.C. say crime is actually down more than 25% from last year.
If the priority is to show force in an American city, we know he can do that here, but it won't be because there's a spike in crime.
Still, the president has suggested sending the National Guard into the Capitol. It comes as a lawsuit goes to court today over Trump's deployment of the National Guard in California to control immigration protests in June. Governor Gavin Newsom suing, saying state officials did not want or need federal interference. Trump's lawyers say the troops were only protecting federal property and personnel, not engaging in law enforcement activities.
Now, of course, the big difference between California and Washington, D.C. is that D.C. is a federal district, and the D.C. National Guard is under control of the president. And again, we are expecting Trump to lay out his plans later this morning, and we'll keep you updated. All right, keep it here, because coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, Josh Colbert is back with how your weather is looking for today and the entire week. It's all coming up in his first alert weather forecast right after the break.
Want to hear something delicious? Yep, my spicy chicken strips are back, starting at $5. And covered with my new hot honey. Want to taste something delicious? You know where to go. Get so much more.
Welcome to Jack in the Box.
At Smoke City for Less, we understand every smoker is unique. Explore our over 1,500 vape flavors and specialty curated selection of tobacco products. Your perfect flavor and blend awaits at any of Smoke City for Less 6 locations. Save your pennies. Smoke City for Less has the lowest prices. Find the best vape mods, batteries, kratom, and specialty products too. Our knowledgeable staff is always on hand to provide personalized recommendations. Smoke City for Less. We smoke the competition.
Hey there, cool cats and groovy gals. Looking for a place where the good times roll? Cruise into Town Square Adult Day Center in Kennewick, where the jukebox is jumping and the vibes are always good. Games, music, laughs, and a crew that treats you like solid gold. Way more fun than sitting at home watching the tube. Don't be a square. Make every day a blast from the past. Check out our early enrollment specials. Town Square Adult Day Center, where feeling young at heart is always in style.
Okay, bye.
I met a cute poodle outside.
Oh, really?
She said everyone's talking about you and how you work for free. That can't be true.
Sure it is. When you're injured and have the heavy hitter on your team, we win or it's free.
Free?
Yeah. You don't pay us a penny unless we win for you.
That's doggone crazy.
Hello? Yeah, sure. That cute poodle you were talking to wants to have a play date.
Let's go.
The heavy hitter is one for you. Call 853-2222.
The best bulls in the world have come to town for bull riders. 8 seconds can make them a champion or nothing. It's bull time. It's bull time, Kennewick. Your tickets now at pdr.com/tickets or Ticketmaster.
Hi, I'm Christine Connolly, local realtor with As You Wish Real Estate Team. I offer negotiable commission, 100% free staging, and top-notch marketing. I'm a proud sponsor of Operation Best Friend. Remember, you only get one chance to make a first impression. As you wish.
Starting at $4.49, you can get one, make it a double, or go for 3 delicious patties. Go as big as you want with my Bonus Jack combo starting at $4.49. Now you can say you're loving it and actually mean it. Get so much more.
Welcome to Jack in the Box.
Early warnings, accurate forecasts.
Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Wednesday is a first alert weather day as we are concerned about large fire starts in lower elevations. It's going to be windy and the vegetation will be critically dry. So let's show you how we get there. First for today, again, I just wanted to reiterate the temperatures very hot out there, between 100 to 102 in general for lower elevations, about 10 degrees hotter than normal for this time of the year. Then for Tuesday, if we're splitting hairs, technically a little bit hotter, closer to 105 for the Hanford site as opposed to 100. But again, for lower elevations, all of us around, if not a little bit hotter than 100. Okay, for Wednesday, good news, bad news. The good news, we trend a little bit cooler, still about 5-ish degrees hotter than normal for this time of the year. The bad news is that vegetation going to be critically dry for lower elevations, and then the bad news gets worse as again it's going to be critically dry vegetation mixed in with some very fast wind gusts. For lower elevations, we're thinking anywhere between 30 to 45 miles per hour. Some of the strongest wind gusts are going to be in the Kittitas Valley. Those, again, up around 45 miles per hour. That trend from Tuesday to Wednesday cooling down, that's going to continue into Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So for the weekend, will actually be about 5 to 10 degrees cooler than normal for this time of the year. Not just trending cooler, also trending a little bit wetter. We'll have chances for showers and thunderstorms Friday and Saturday, less so for Sunday. We'll have much more to say about this ordeal coming up a little bit later in the week. Okay, here's the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Highs around 100 degrees today and tomorrow, then a bit cooler with fire concerns going up on Wednesday. In Yakima, triple-digit heat Monday and Tuesday, increased fire danger Wednesday, then cooler and wetter by the end of the week. In Ellensburg, a couple of 99s for the next couple days, a good deal cooler on Wednesday, but the catch, very windy and dry, so fires could start and spread quick. And Hermiston, toasty stuff today and tomorrow. Cooler, but the fire risk going up Wednesday, then much cooler into Friday and Saturday with some small shower chances. Then for Walla Walla, highs near 100 today and tomorrow, an uptick in wind and fire danger Wednesday. Then the trend is cooler after that.
So we're getting a bit of that heat again after, having a little bit of a cool down, some storms, but then it gets cool again at the end of the week.
I'm telling you, Jessica, that's the way it's been all summer long.
It really has.
It goes up, it goes down, it goes up, it goes down.
Up and down, and I'll take it, because then, as soon as you're tired of one type of weather, you get another one.
Yeah, and that really helps us out when it comes to fire concerns. Now, it's not going to help us out for Wednesday, but whenever we get those sustained heat waves where it's like 105 to 110 for weeks and weeks, that's when fire season can really kick it into high gear. We still have the rest of the month of August to go, but thus far this summer we haven't seen that.
And then Fallelujah.
And Fallelujah.
We're closer at least.
Yeah.
Love it. All right, keep it here because coming up, a body swap comedy, a chilling mystery, and superheroes fighting for the top spot with the weekend box office winners. It's all coming up in your entertainment news after the break.
Our number one service here at NIU Women's Clinic and Aesthetics is our weight loss program. Our program is really focused on a lifestyle change. We want our patients to be able to lose around 10 to 15 pounds of weight loss a month is what we see. But when they're done with us on the program, we want them to be able to keep that weight off. We don't want to see them yo-yo.
So I've lost about 40 to 50 pounds, and that's been over the span of 3 to 4 months. At my peak, I think I was losing probably 10 pounds a week. It was quite a bit, and I just noticed it was falling off of me.
So we are proud to announce that we are releasing a virtual weight loss program. What makes our program so successful for both men and women is the fact that we are treating exactly the reason why you're gaining this weight in the first place. By addressing your insulin insensitivity, your hormone balancing, your lifestyle, treating everything. We really focus on you and your needs.
Now open in Yakima. Go to newuwomensclinic.com to start your weight loss journey today.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
At Bruce Heating and Air, our technicians are not incentivized by commissions or to find problems. We only look for solutions to keep you cool. Now through September 30th, receive rebates up to $1,650 off on a new Daikin Fit system. system.
This Labor Day, More Furniture is making it easier than ever to get that premium mattress you've been craving. Choose from premium brands like Tempur-Pedic, Stearns & Foster, and Sealy, and get 72 months interest-free financing. That's 72 equal monthly payments, no interest, and no money down. Plus free white glove delivery and removal of your old mattress. Celebrate Labor Day with comfort, savings, and service you won't find anywhere else. More Furniture, Labor Day done right.
When it comes to legal matters, you need someone you can trust. At Morphine Law Firm, we are sincerely grateful for the last 5 years of trust and support you've given our firm. Your trust and support have been a major driving force behind our mission for justice. We offer free consultations, and we may not always tell you what you want to hear, but we try to steer you in the right direction. We appreciate your continued trust and confidence in Morphine Law Firm.
Rowing on North Idaho rivers. Apple Valley News Now, Tuesday at 6.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Taking a look at your entertainment headlines, a lot of movies hit the box office this week, but which ones soared to the top and which ones flopped to the bottom?
David Daniel has this weekend's top 5 movies to hit theaters, so take a look.
That was awesome.
The Naked Gun fell to 5th place in its second weekend, grossing $8.4 million.
Not everyone believes it, but the bad guys went good.
The Bad Guys 2 took 4th place, earning $10.4 million in its sophomore weekend.
Please welcome the Fantastic Four.
After 2 weekends on top, the Fantastic Four First Steps fell to 3rd. $15.5 million gave the superhero flick a domestic total of $230 million.
So if you're me and I'm you, then who is that? I'm Grandma, sweetheart.
A solid start for Freakier Friday. The body swap comedy sequel opened in 2nd place with $29 million.
A lot of people die in a lot of really weird ways in this story.
Weapons is the top new movie in theaters. The mystery horror thriller debuted with $42.5 million, more than it reportedly cost to make. In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
All right, Freakier Friday is still on my list. I still haven't seen it. Is that on yours? Did you watch it growing up?
I did.
Freaky Friday.
I think I saw it in theaters.
I think I did too.
With my grandma and my sister.
Yeah, and there was that good song in there. Yeah, they better have another banger in there. The one, you know, they made a band in the movie. I think they do actually. Yeah. I think I saw a preview or something.
This time, you don't think the Chris Brown Freaky Friday is going to be in there this time?
They could have done something with that. No, I think it was too inappropriate.
I think
well.
So. Yeah.
All right, keep it here because coming up next, thousands of dollars are heading to local classrooms. We have the program that's turning everyday purchases into big wins for those schools. Also, a new 5-year plan to tackle homelessness in Yakima County and why some people say it still doesn't go far enough. All the details are coming up in your next half hour, but first, let's check out your Tech Bites.
In today's Tech Bites, a push to cut down on noise pollution on the road. More cities are deploying noise cameras with microphones to detect loud vehicles and automatically find drivers. They're especially going after those modified exhausts following residential complaints. 2 U.S. senators are calling for Instagram to shut down its new map feature, which allows users to share their real-time location. Senators Marsha Blackburn and Richard Blumenthal say it could put children at risk. Instagram's parent company says the map tool can be turned off at any time. AOL says it is finally ending its dial-up internet service. The screech and clicks first welcomed us to the web in the 1990s. Dial-up has still been used in some rural areas that do not have access to broadband. It will be discontinued on September 30th. Those are your Tech Bites. I'm Lionel Moise. Have a great day.
Some people just know they can save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first.
Is that your car?
Yeah. No.
Like you know to check your sunroof is closed first, before going through the car wash.
Dang it.
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first and save when you click or call. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Incoming dishes! Doc! Dawn Power Wash flies through 99% of grease and grime in half the time.
Yeah, it absorbs grease 5 times faster. Even replaces multiple cleaning products.
Ooh, those suds got game.
Dawn Power Wash, the better grease getter.
Your shipping manager left to find themselves, leaving you lost. You need to hire.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Sponsored jobs on Indeed are 2.5 times faster to first hire. Visit Indeed.com/hire.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest. On your side.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal.
I'm Josh Colbert.
All right, Josh, how's it looking? Are we finally kind of, getting up there with the dollar signs, dollar bills?
Dollar bills, y'all. Yeah, it's a streak. It's a streak.
Okay.
It's only a streak of 5. But
it's a streak.
A streak,
okay.
Nonetheless. Let's go ahead and take a look at our 3-degree guarantee, sponsored by our very good friends at the Legends Casino and Hotel. Like Jessica said, it's $125 now, because on Friday I went with the forecast high of 85, and Pasco Tri-Cities are verified at 86. And so for today, a much toastier 101 in Pasco Tri-Cities. So if it verifies between 98 to 104, jackpot's going to hit $150. If that doesn't happen, the jackpot could be yours. Find out how to win the jackpot by going to applevalleyNewsNow.com, clicking on the contest page, or you can scan the QR code that's on your screen. Okay, a lot of weather to talk about over the next 7 days, a lot of ebbs and flows. It's going to be very hot for today and tomorrow. The wind's picking up, temperatures going down on Wednesday, but the fire danger picking up, and then we trend even cooler as shower chances trend up into Friday and Saturday. So like I said, a lot of moving parts, but Wednesday is the day we're mostly concerned about. A first alert weather day for that potential for large fires in lower elevations. It's going to be windy, and the vegetation is going to be critically dry. All right, right now 60s and 70s already for lower elevations, 50s and 60s in the Cascades, 50s and 60s in the Blues as well. Here's your hour-by-hour forecast for today for the Tri-Cities. It's going to be near sunny and 75 at 8 in the morning, 85 degrees, around 85 degrees at 10, and the 90s in triple digits as we head into the afternoon. So for today, about 10 degrees hotter than normal for this time of the year. Most lower elevation spots going to be within a few degrees to either side of 100 degrees. And I'll take you on that zone-by-zone tour of today's very toasty Monday forecast. That's going to be coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Josh. Now we start this half hour off in Pasco. The city's mayor, Pete Serrano, has stepped down as mayor to become the interim U.S. attorney for Eastern Washington. Now, Serrano was first elected to Pasco City Council back in 2017 and became mayor in January of 2024. Now, during his time on the council, he helped lead Pasco through the pandemic and also oversaw major industrial development from companies like Amazon, Reesers, and Darigold. Serrano says he's honored to serve the entire Eastern District and thanked Pasco residents for their support during the last 8 years. The City Council will now have 90 days to fill his District 4 seat, and they'll also appoint a new mayor to serve until the end of 2025. In Richland, Giza Credit Union is giving back to local schools in a big way with a significant donation. So the money comes from Giza's Affinity Debit Card program, where cardholders can choose designs that represent their local school district. So each time those cards are used, a portion of the proceeds goes back to the schools, and funds help pay for classroom initiatives, technology upgrades, athletics, and extracurricular activities. The celebration at the lodge at Columbia Point is one of 3 regional events, marking the program's largest annual give back yet.
It is a very special moment for us because not only are we supporting students and supporting schools, this is the program that our members also support. We could not do this without every single member that holds an Affinity card. This program, it truly helps us make a difference.
Now, in total, Giza is awarding nearly $440,000 to 31 school districts statewide this year. And homelessness continues to be a growing concern in Yakima County, and local leaders say they're working on a new long-term plan to address it. Apple Valley News Now's William Albert shows us how some in the community are being impacted by the homelessness.
Yakima County is putting together a 5-year plan to tackle homelessness. It's a requirement from the State Department of Commerce. And earlier this week, county leaders shared a 38-page rough draft of the plan. County commissioners say a big part of the process is hearing from the community to find out what their priorities are when it comes to homelessness. They've already held listening sessions in Toppenish, Yakima, and Sunnyside. The plan takes a proactive approach looking at ways to close gaps in the community's homelessness response.
So this plan really highlights a need for more permanent supportive housing units for our chronic homeless population. And the way you define chronic homeless is these are individuals that have been in shelter over a year, but also have a underlying a medical or substance use disorder.
Curtis says another big point of the plan is responding to the needs of the Yakima County cities.
Another tangible next step is really listening to our cities. You know, our cities really came forward and said that they're having trouble keeping up with encampments and keeping corridors clean and rights of way clean. And so this plan really helps address those.
While county commissioners say the 5-year plan is a step in the right direction in tackling a complex issue, Yakima residents say it just simply isn't enough.
One homeless Yakima resident and veteran says getting help can sometimes feel close to impossible.
It's the red tape that really makes me mad right now, because I actually went through transitional housing in Delaware, and I had a caseworker, a behavioral caseworker, that got me in right away.
Another Yakima resident, Rebecca Harvey, says she's concerned about the number of homeless people who are on drugs. She says she was recently assaulted by a homeless man who was using drugs.
As for the homeless, yeah, it would be nice to get the homeless to go into rehab that does the drugs and stuff. Those that don't do drugs, I can understand.
However, Commissioner Curtis says a new drug treatment facility could potentially be in the works as part of the 5-year plan.
The plan does call out a need for a medical detox facility here in Yakima County. We don't currently have one, and it's very explicit on kind of the tangible next steps there. And we know that while not all of our unhoused population are, addicted to substances or have a underlying substance use disorder, a good percentage of them do, and we have to dedicate resources to help get those people whole again.
Yakima County leaders say they're focused on helping all members of the community, both housed and unhoused, and work towards a better future for Yakima. In Yakima, William Albert, Apple Valley News Now.
And the county's third and final strategic session is set for today. That's when community stakeholders will rank the plan's priorities from highest to lowest, and that's before they finalize the strategy. We'll keep you updated as we learn more. Making a difference now, the Reach Museum hosted a day of reflection and remembrance, all part of the Manhattan Project National Historical Park's annual Days of Peace and Remembrance. Our very own Dan Hansen says the Messages of Peace, that program helps connect local history to global hope.
At the Reach Museum, visitors put pen to paper and folded paper into art. The Messages of Peace program gave people the chance to write words of hope on luminary bags and fold origami cranes, symbols of peace inspired by the story of Sadako Sasaki, a young Hiroshima survivor.
I hope that this story inspires people to consider the future and what they can do to help make the world a better place, so that weapons like this don't ever get used again.
Ranger-led talks explored the Manhattan Project's history in the Tri-Cities and how the events of 1945 still shape conversations about war and peace.
This history is so complex that it's a nice starting point to be able to relate to a 12-year-old who survived the atomic bombings and was using the cranes, folding the cranes as symbol of hope.
Berghardt says there's a Japanese legend that if you fold 1,000 origami cranes, a wish will come true. For some attendees, it was a chance to reflect, connect, and contribute, like Marjo Davidson, who lived in Richland during the war and whose father worked at the B reactor at Hanford.
Very sad night. We watched the bombing in Japan. It's so sad to see these people, these children, all killed and mangled and everything.
All the luminaries created will be displayed at the Lights for Peace ceremony in Howard Ammon Park, illuminating the community's shared hopes for a more peaceful future. Dan Hansen, Apple Valley News Now.
Thank you, Dan. And talking sad news now out of the local sports scene, Zillah High School girls basketball coach Brandy Valadez has passed away. She was 41 years old, and this comes after a decade-long battle with breast cancer. The former standout Zilla basketball player returned to her alma mater to coach and took her team to 9 state tournament appearances and got them 3 trophies. Scoring more than 1,500 points in her high school playing career, Valadez went on to play at Eastern Washington University. Assistant coach Alexis Williamson gave us this heartfelt statement.
Brandy's impact on not only our team, but all of the athletes was tremendous. She showed up every day regardless of how she felt. She would wake up at 3 a.m. to leave for her cancer treatments just so she could be back after school for practice. She was a living example of perseverance and strength. She never complained, never showed weakness. As well as coaching, she impacted many lives. Her players and students meant the world to her. Every day she showed up not only for her family, but for her team, her students, and her community. Brandy was an amazing person, and she will be deeply missed by the entire Zilla community and many others.
And she definitely will, and praying for everyone that she touched. All right, coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, Consumer Reports is showing us how to shop smart during one of the best times of the year for deals. All the details are coming up in just a few minutes.
Rowing on North Idaho rivers. Apple Valley News Now, Tuesday at 6.
The money would be life-changing. If I can't leave here with love, I could leave here with $500,000.
You've heard something? I mean, I would want you to tell me.
I honestly just want to go home.
Stoltable Pilots, the return. The legacy continues. Saturday, August 30th at Legends Casino Hotel. Get tickets now at Ticketmaster.com and Legends Gift Shop. Don't miss Stoltable Pilots at Legends Casino Hotel.
For 25 years, you've made Triple Play more than just a place to play. You've turned it into a place where memories are made. We want to thank our amazing guests and community. From birthday parties to company outings and spontaneous weekend adventures, your memories are what make Triple Play special. Here's to 25 years of fun and many more to come. Thank you for being part of our story.
The first time you try Bounce, it hits you. Your laundry feels way fresher, softer, with less static and wrinkles. So you start to wonder, if I put a sheet of Bounce on the finance guy, will it make him softer? The office dog less clingy? Bounce can't do it all, but for fresher, softer, better laundry.
Win and save on Lucky Number Tuesday at Bi-Mart. Just by matching your ending number, you can win Toggy milk and dark chocolate wafers. Plus, save with Tuesday-only pricing and buy either for 2 for $3. Win and save on Lucky Number Tuesday only at Bi-Mart.
The Y Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
At Choice Hotels like this Quality Inn, you get more for your money so you can maximize any vacation and get more of that family time. Can I see that? Maximized. Say twice and get a $50 gift card when you book direct.
Confidence isn't given, it's built. One choice, one moment, one step at a time. How you feel is how you play. It starts with a click. Invisalign.
The guys from Workaholics try to go all the way.
No one has ever gotten 3 in a row. We should phone a friend just to say how well we're doing.
And the stars from Hacks are in the hot seat.
You okay?
You know, it's not relaxing.
New Millionaire Wednesday on ABC and stream on Hulu.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Right now you're taking a live look at Pasco. This view coming courtesy of the Dust Devils. A little bit later today we'll have plenty of sunshine up in the sky and it is going to be toasty out there. To that point, here's your CoatCast for today for the Tri-Cities. Maybe you would need the lightest coat possible in your wardrobe for this morning, as it's already 67 degrees in the Tri-Cities, but around 75 as soon as 8 this morning, and then obviously getting up into the upper 90s to low 100s at the hottest part of the day. So for today, we start off in Kittitas County, going to be in the mid-80s up towards the pass, around 100 in the Kittitas Valley. A little bit breezy up in the Cascades, but light winds for the Kittitas Valley, light winds in the Yakima Valley, right around 100 up and down the Yakima Valley. Then in the lower Columbia Basin, most of us right around 100, although there are portions of the basin, Hanford, Benton City, looking at you, where we could be a little bit closer to 105 as opposed to 100. Then for the foothills, again, kind of the same thing, right around 100, a little bit breezy in the foothills, some of these gusts between 15 to 20 miles per hour, and then 80s and 90s even in the higher terrain of the Blue Mountains. So very hot stuff. If we're splitting hairs, tomorrow's technically going to be a little bit hotter, and then for Wednesday, trending cooler, but the winds picking up, fire danger picking up as well. I'll show you what vegetation dryness is looking like for Wednesday coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Josh. Now, summer is winding down, which means for many families, it's time to start stocking up on important school essentials. Luckily, August is a good time for back-to-school sales and also early Labor Day deals. This morning, Consumer Reports is showing us how to shop smart as we head into the final stretch of the season.
The lazy days of summer are numbered, and it's almost time to trade your beach bag for a backpack. But don't worry, August offers serious savings on everything you need, from campus essentials to backyard basics.
Retailers are really competing for students' dollars, so August is one of the best times to buy just about anything you need for back to school.
Whether your kid is headed to high school or college, a reliable laptop is a must. This Samsung Galaxy Book 5 Pro 360 is on sale on Amazon and Samsung. CR testers were impressed with its long battery life and ability to flip between tablet and laptop mode with ease. And for those early morning classes or late night cram sessions, a dependable coffee maker is a dorm room essential. This Black & Decker coffee maker is on sale at JCPenney and can brew a pot in only 6 minutes. Great for a student who's always in a hurry. Labor Day sales often include major markdowns on large appliances, mattresses, and end-of-summer clearance items. And prices typically drop even more as the month winds down.
Labor Day is a smart time to buy large appliances because retailers want to clear out their inventory and make room for new models.
This Insignia chest freezer, discounted at Best Buy, makes a great garage freezer. And CR says it can keep your food frozen even if the power goes out. And what's Labor Day weekend without some grilling? This Expert Grill is marked down right now at Walmart. Its indirect cooking and preheat performance proved top-notch in CR's testing. Happy shopping and happy savings. This is Rachel Joyce.
All right, keep it here because coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, we've got your morning sprint, everything you need to know before you head out the door. And Josh will be back with your full First Alert weather forecast. It's all coming up in just a few minutes.
I met a cute poodle outside. She said everyone's talking about you and how you work for free.
When you're injured and have the heavy hitter on your team, we win or it's free. Hello? That cute poodle you were talking to wants to have a play date.
Let's go.
Call 853-2222.
Before our service would be in and out, we wanted to switch to T-Mobile to make sure that we have better coverage.
T-Mobile is now the best network, and with the most satellites, we're connecting hundreds of thousands in places where cell towers can't reach with T-Satellite.
I signed up for T-Satellite and give me peace of mind as a mom that makes life better knowing that it's there when we need it.
Upgrade to the best network. Right now, T-Mobile will pay off 4 phones up to $3,200. Plus, hook you up with 4 new phones on us. Switch today.
At Columbia Basin Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons, your safety is our top priority. We are the only board-certified oral and maxillofacial surgery experts in wisdom tooth removal and dental implant placement in the Tri-Cities. With years of experience and a commitment to excellence, we ensure every patient receives safe, personalized treatment. Ask your dentist to refer you to the Tri-Cities experts in oral surgery, Columbia Basin Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons. We look forward to meeting you. Get ready to party with Dickerson's Tri-City Pianos. We're turning 6, and the celebration is happening on August 20th from 11 to 3 p.m. Swing by for a day packed with amazing live piano music, lively mini performances, and a whole lot of fun. We've got giveaways, awesome anniversary discounts, and outdoor games, perfect for the whole family. Bring your love of music for a joyful community celebration you won't want to miss. Let's make some noise and celebrate Dickerson's Tri-City Piano's 6 fantastic years of pianos and music together.
It's the biggest sale of the year, and this Labor Day, More Furniture is pulling out all the stops. Every bedroom, every living room, every dining room, all in stock, all on sale. Unbeatable prices and free white glove delivery of your entire purchase. You've worked hard all year. Now it's your turn to relax in style. Labor Day savings like never before, only at More Furniture.
I met a cute poodle outside. She said everyone's talking about you and how you work for free.
When you're injured and have the heavy hitter on your team, we win or it's free. Hello? That cute poodle you were talking to wants to have a play date.
Let's go.
Call 853-2222.
Stacy Lee. First Alert Weather. Watch tonight. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Again, Wednesday going to be a First Alert weather day as we'll have the potential for large fire starts in our lower elevations. It's going to be gusty out there and the vegetation is going to be critically dry. So in these conditions, fires could start or spread quickly. We'll have more to say about that in just a minute. But first, I wanted to step you through the high temperatures over the next few days. First, for today, it's going to be toasty out there, around 100 for our lower elevations. This is going to be about 10 degrees hotter than normal for this time of the year. Even look at the mountains, 80s in the Cascades, 80s and 90s in the Blues. And then for tomorrow, technically a little bit hotter. The Hanford site, Benton City, could be a little bit closer to 105 as opposed to 100. We'll be really within a few degrees of 100 degrees to either side of 100 degrees for all of our lower elevation spots once again. Then for Wednesday, good news, bad news. The good news, we start to trend a little bit cooler. The bad news is that vegetation is still going to be critically dry for the Kittitas and Yakima valleys, for the lower Columbia Basin, and for the Blue Foothills. And the bad news gets worse because, again, it's going to be that mix of critically dry vegetation and also very strong wind gusts. Not the strongest wind gusts we've ever seen, but strong enough to promote fires starting or spreading very quickly. They could gust anywhere between 30 to 45 miles per hour for lower elevations, some of the fastest gusts in the Kittitas Valley. That cooling trend is going to continue as, of course, you saw the cooling trend for Tuesday into Wednesday, but into Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday as well. Will end up being about 5 to 10 degrees cooler than normal for this time of the year. Not just trending cooler, also will trend a little bit wetter, as we'll have shower and thunderstorm chances for Friday and Saturday, less so for Sunday. We'll definitely have a lot more to say about this a little bit later in the week. First, we got to make it through Wednesday. Here is 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Highs around 100 degrees today and tomorrow, then a bit cooler with fire concerns going up on Wednesday. In Yakima, triple-digit heat Monday and Tuesday, increased fire danger Wednesday, then cooler and wetter by the end of the week. In Ellensburg, a couple of 99s for the next couple days, a good deal cooler on Wednesday. The catch, very windy and dry, so fires, again, could start and spread quick. In Hermiston, toasty stuff today and tomorrow. Cooler, but the fire risk going up on Wednesday, then much cooler into Friday and Saturday with small shower chances. Finally, for Walla Walla, highs near 100 today and tomorrow, an uptick in wind and fire danger Wednesday. Then the trend is cooler after that.
Now, the morning sprint.
Time is 5:52. It's time for your morning sprint in our 5 o'clock hour, and we're starting off with the top 5 local stories you need to know. In Yakima, 2 people are dead, including a homicide suspect. Police say this started with a shooting that killed a 33-year-old woman and also injured a 13-year-old. Later that evening, officers found the suspect's car, but during a stop, the passenger opened fire. Officers shot back, killing a 36-year-old man who was the homicide suspect. One officer was hurt but released from the hospital. The Yakima Valley Special Investigations Unit is now handling this case. And 2 people are recovering after a 3-car crash which shut down State Route 397 yesterday evening. 1 car rolling over, sending an adult and a child to the hospital. Investigators say a Jeep was involved, but the driver ran off before officers could get there. And in Kennewick, a man is under arrest and facing charges after a break-in and theft at Zintel Canyon Golf Course. Derek Morgan was caught on camera stealing cash and a Bluetooth speaker. He was spotted hours later by an employee and found with the stolen items and burglary tools. In Pasco, Mayor Pete Serrano is stepping down, and this is to take on the role of interim U.S. Attorney for Eastern Washington. Serrano has served on the City Council since 2017 and also served as mayor since last year. The council now has 90 days to fill his seat and appoint a new mayor. The Spokane County Sheriff's Office is mourning the loss of Sergeant Kenneth Salas, who was killed in the line of duty Saturday. Investigators say he was struck by a car on I-90 while he was helping with a traffic hazard. He served more than 34 years in law enforcement and over 20 years in the Air Force and Air National Guard. International headlines this morning: ICE is now hiring people over 40. Homeland Security is saying it needs thousands more deportation agents. It's removing previous age restrictions and also opening up its doors to applicants of all ages, including seniors. Officials say 80,000 people have already signed up. Now to your business news. Two microchip giants, NVIDIA and Advanced Micro Devices, have agreed to pay the federal government 15% of their revenues. That's from semiconductor sales to China. That's according to the Financial Times. In exchange, the two companies will obtain export licenses to sell NVIDIA's H20 chips and AMD's M13 8 chips in China. In your health headlines this morning, just weeks after resigning, an official at the Food and Drug Administration is back on the job. A Health and Human Services spokesperson said Dr. Vinay Prasad has resumed leadership at the agency's Center for Biologics Evaluation and Research. The spokesperson said it was at the FDA's request, and Prasad was appointed to the post back in May, but he announced his resignation last month, and he faced backlash after he had been a vocal critic of some of the agency's drug approvals. Talking sports, history has been made on the diamond. For the first time ever, a woman umpired a Major League Baseball regular season game. Jen Powell was a member of the umpiring crew working the bases for a doubleheader between the Braves and Marlins in Atlanta on Saturday. Yesterday, she made her debut behind the plate to call balls and strikes. Woohoo! All right, taking a look at what's trending this morning, the casting couch is open for dogs who want to be the next Air Bud.
Oh, well,
That's so
Cineverse
cute.
and Air Bud Entertainment announced Air Bud Returns, the 15th installment of the long-running film franchise. And it's scheduled to come out next year. However, they need a new golden retriever to play the title role.
Can I show up to the casting call and just like lay on the grass with all the golden retrievers? That would be so fun. So dog owners who think their best friend can be the next Air Bud can sign up at returns.airbud.com, and every submission is eligible for a variety of prizes up to the film's release date. Those movies are just like staple childhood movies of mine. The first one's amazing, and then the rest after were so cute. The puppy ones, did you ever watch that one?
Yeah, it's like Santa Paws, right?
Not Santa, it was I forgot what it's called, but it's where Air Bud has like 6 puppies and they all go missing.
Yeah.
No? Okay.
I love the quote from the first one. It's like, oh, there's no rule here that says dog can't play basketball. I use that
oh my gosh, yeah.
quite a bit in my life to try to justify certain things.
When I'm trying to get my dogs and cats to come to me, I say like, Old Blue, because at the end, the bad guy, he's like, Old Blue, come here. And he's like whacking the newspaper. Oh my God, yeah. All right, keep it here, because coming up next on Good Morning Northwest at 6, from cookies to cost savings, the grand opening of Richland's newest big box store. It drew a crowd over the weekend, and we were there, so we'll have the grand opening in Richland. Plus, we also have everything from boba to cotton candy foam. Pepsi's newest drinks are making a splash at the movies, but reviews are kind of mixed. Well, the details coming up in your next hour. And Josh, what are you tracking?
A lot of heat over the next couple days, then the heat trending down, but fire danger trending up for Wednesday in particular. I'll tell you about the specifics of that coming up on Good Morning Northwest at 6.